Hi everyone. In previous class, we discussed about definition of function overloading, how to define a function overloading, and what are the advantages of function overloading. So here now I want to discuss about one example of function overloading. Okay. To function overloading, each overloaded function must be declared and defined separately. In function overloading, all the functions must and should define and declare separately. First you have to declare it, then you have to define it. So first I will defining int product, int p, int q, int r. So first int is a return type specifier, product is a function name, p, q are the three arguments, int type arguments. This is a first function. Then second function, float, it is a return type specifier, product is a function name, float x, float y, float z. X, y, z are the arguments, float type arguments. We can call this functions as a function overloaded. We can call this function as a function overloaded. Yes, we can call it as a function overloaded because both the functions are having same name but differ in type of arguments. Number of arguments are same. First function is also having the three arguments and second function is also having the three arguments. First is the int type arguments and second is the float type arguments. So number of arguments are same but type of arguments are different. So you can call as a function overloaded. So define first function int product int pqr. Int product int pqr. Pq are the arguments. Then cout product is equal to p into q into r. Closing plus. That function is over. First function is over. In this first function, what are we going to do? We are making the product of real numbers. We are calculating the product of real numbers. We are calculating the product of real numbers, integer numbers. Which are the integer numbers? That are the p, q and r. We are calculating the product of integer numbers, that are p, q and r. First function is over. Then second function, float product, again function name is same, return type is different, that is the float. Then float x, float y, float z. What is the difference between int and float? You already know that one. Int means integer numbers, float means floating point numbers, means fraction numbers. Whenever you are having the fraction number, in that case you have to use a float. If you are having the integer numbers, you can use as an int. For example, while inputting the marks, you can take as a int. While making the total marks, you can take as a int. But while calculating the percentage, you have to take as a float because your percentage may be in fraction. Your total marks it is not in fraction. Your subject marks are not in fraction. They are real numbers. Subject marks, total, they are real numbers. But whenever you are going to use the calculate the percentage, in that case you have to use a float because our percentage may become in a fraction also. So in that case you have to take as a float. Then float product, float x, y, z. These three are the arguments. Then cout product is equal to x into x. X dot x means what? First x is a real number, second x is a fraction numbers. X dot x means what? First x is a real number, second x is a fraction numbers into y dot y. So first y is for real number, second y is for fraction numbers into z dot z. So first z is for real numbers dot second z is for fraction numbers. So this is what calculation of product of fraction numbers. Calculation of product of fraction numbers. So first function we are using calculation of product for real numbers. Second function we are using calculation of product for fraction numbers. So this is function overloading. Both the functions are having the same name. Number of arguments are same but different types of arguments are there. So we can call it as a function overloading. In this example, the function product is overloaded 2 times. First time 3 integer values and integer as return type value. Second time 3 float values and return type being as a float. The compiler automatically choose the right type of function depending on the number of arguments. The compiler automatically decides which function you have to call based on its argument. If you will give a real numbers, first function will be get executed. If you give the fraction numbers, second function will be get executed. Okay, you will give for real numbers first function. If you give fraction number, second function. So this is one simple example. Then see what are the restrictions on overloaded function. What are the restrictions are there? We have to follow that restrictions. So first one, each function in a set of overloaded function must have different argument list. Yes. If you are having the number of argument function, the argument list is be different. If type def is used for naming function, the function is not considered as a different types. And type def you are using, then it is not considered as a different types of functions. So these are the two restrictions on overloaded function. Then see one programming example how to use a function overloaded in C++ program. Actually this is for your practical examination program. So I will discuss here. In later I will discuss once again practical lab programs. But see here it is your practical programming example. You are having this program for annual examination, practical annual examination. So what is program? Program to compute the volume of cone, cube and cylinder using overloaded function. This program is that you have to find cone, cube and cylinder using overloaded function. You have to find cone, volume of cube and volume of cylinder using overloaded function. We have to find it. So it is your program to find the volume of cone, volume of cube, volume of cylinder using overloaded function. This is the function. So you start writing the function hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h. These are the function. Then class fun overload. So fun overload is a class name, class is a keyword, fun overload is a class name. Opening press. Directly I have taken as a public because I don't want to need any declare any variables. In this program, variables declaration is not needed. So I will directly take as a public int volume int a. First int is a return type specifier, volume is a function name, int a is a argument list. So first function is having only one argument, and which type arguments? Int type arguments. Then I will write code for that one. Opening press, return a into a into a into a into a. Okay, so first function is over. So for what purpose this function is written? To find the cube of a number, volume of cube. Okay, then again double volume, again function name is same, return type specifier different, that's just double volume, function name is same. Then double R double H, double R double H. So these are two arguments and double type of arguments. So we can call it as a function overloading because first and second function both are having the same function name and different types of arguments and also different number of arguments. Both are different. Types of arguments are also different and number of arguments are also different because in first function we are having the int type, in second function we are having the double type. In first function we are having the only one arguments, in second function we are having the two arguments. Then opening press, return 0.33 into 3.142 into R into R into H. So this is the formula to find the cone. This formula to find the cone. Then next function. Again double volume double R int H. double R int h. So in this program, function name is again same, that is the volume. Function name is same, that is the volume, double R int h. In second function, we are having two arguments. In third functions also we are having the two arguments, but different types of arguments. In second function we are having both the arguments are double. In third function we are having one argument as a double, another argument as a int. So it is also called as a function overloading. Then code opening brace return 3.142 R into H over. Then last one, double volume, double L, double B, double H. So you can call it is also function overloading because function name is same. Maybe type of arguments are same. Second function, fourth function type arguments are double only, but number of arguments are different. Here we are using the three arguments L, B, H. In second function we are having the only R and H, two arguments. So this is also function overloading. Return L into B into H. Okay, or then write main function. Opening brace function overload F1. Function overload is a class name. F1 is an object. F1 is the object. Cout volume of cube. Cout volume of cube. F1 dot volume argument 10. This volume is a function name. This F1 dot volume is F1 means the object. Dot volume is a member function name. 10 is the argument. So when you give only one argument, which function will get executed? First function, because there we have used the int a. Only one argument you have used. So in that case, it will calculate the cube volume of cube. When you give only one argument, it will calculate first one volume of cube. See, this all the function names are same here. F1 dot volume, F1 dot volume, F1 dot volume, F1 dot volume. So all the four functions will get invoked based on their arguments. Whatever arguments you have passed here, based on these arguments, the output will be generated. Then second function again, volume of cone. F1 dot volume 2.0, 3.0. There you have taken double R and H. You have taken R and H. So when you use 2.0, 3.0, the R and H second function will get executed. Then third, volume of cylinder F1 dot volume 2.0, 3. So there in third function you use the two types of arguments. First is a double and second is the int. So for double 2.0, for int it is a 3. When you use 2.0, 3, the third function will get executed. Then fourth one, volume of keyboard. For volume of keyboard, F1 dot volume 5.0, 6.0, 7.0. When you give three fraction numbers, then automatically fourth function will get executed, because in fourth function you are using the double as a data type and three arguments. So based on your arguments, the function will get called. All the function names are same. F1 dot volume, F1 dot volume, F1 dot volume, F1 dot volume. All the function names are same. Whatever the arguments are there, based on your arguments, the function will get invoked. Then see the output. Volume of cube 1000. So you use it at 10. 10 into 10 into 10 is 1000. Volume of cone 12 point something. So 2.0, 3.0. It becomes a 12 point something. And volume of cylinder 37 point something. And volume of keyboard 210. Okay, L into B into H, 5 into 6 into 7. It gives a 210. So this is what function overloading. This is called as a function overloading, and this function your program is also having the practical examination. This program is also you are having for practical examination, and this is called as a function overloaded. So in this program, this first concept is clear. There is a function overloaded. First concept is clear. Okay. So in next program, next class, I will take the next concept. Thank you.